What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're interacting to the 4th episode of Vivy Fluorite Ice Song. This one's titled Ensemble for Polaris Our Promise. Okay, so we're in the middle of a mystery here right now with we had the 15-year time skip to get to this point, which is quite a lot of time to time skip. And it wasn't exactly the most clear time skip. Well, it was a time skip that was semi-clear, but if we've got a story being told over the span of 100 years to impact the world, it was natural that we're going to have some time skips. However, I think they could have done a little bit of a better job of portraying that, maybe. I feel like when they first had Matsumoto, when they first had him come into the world, they had a very nice way of doing it with like the timing thing that was going on in the top left of the screen, and you can see like when characters in this position at this time activates whatever program it was called. Like, that was actually a really cool way of showing that something was about to happen, but you didn't quite know what or where. They could have done something similar for the time skip afterwards, or a better way of showing the time skip, because the end of episode 2 and the start of episode 3 felt very, very rushed to me, especially with the idea of dealing with Momoka. Like, I feel like her impact and her influence on Vivy kind of was diminished because of it. It's like we just had a very huge moment for her and her future of her mission and relationship with Matsumoto, that it felt like some more focus needed to be on that rather than the kind of cut and dry bit we got of it. Just like, oh yeah, you can't interfere with things that are outside the mission, so your friend, yeah, she's gonna die, but don't worry about it. It kind of felt like that, and it felt like there should be more to that going forward, but we never really got it. So anyway, we are currently on this huge space hotel, Sunrise, which is going to be crashed into the Earth by the owner, which is Estella. Estella became the owner after taking over the previous owner. The rumors are that she is a bit of a crazy AI and not really fully in control, and therefore she was partly responsible for the previous owner's death. Although we kind of confirmed that no, she couldn't have been involved even if she wanted to be in that instance. And she kind of seems to be on the level, like she wants her guests to be happy, she wants to keep the owner's dream alive. And even with the emergency alarm going off, there being a panic, she calms everyone down. It's like, how could she be the one to crash it? And it's like, she couldn't have been. And then we get a scene with the other android. What was her name? What AI, I should say. Leclerc? Was that her name? I think it was Leclerc. Yes, Leclerc. Is handing something to Estella, which seems like a chip or a memory chip or something. Maybe it's like navigation data to crash it into the Earth, because I doubt you could just tell it to go that way. I don't think it's as simple as that. It's not like you grab a steering wheel and turn it. It's probably like information data on exactly where to crash. And then Estella just comes from behind Leclerc and just rips her head off, which was very violent, and the way they played the music and the sound on that was brilliant. So yeah, something's up here, and I can't pinpoint exactly where this mystery is going to go, because I assume it's going to wrap up this episode. I don't think they'll spend too much more time on it. But we also met Makoto's younger sister on the ship. So now we have another reason, because now we got to stop this this hotel from going down, because we want to save. We can at least save the sister if we couldn't save her herself. So yeah. Wait, did I say younger sister or older sister? I thought it was her younger sister, or it might have been older sister, but she would have to be like, she had to be in her 20s, and she didn't look like she was in her 20s. I don't know, sister to Momoka. Anyway, I thought it was the younger sister, but maybe it's the older sister. I can't remember the voice line. Maybe we'll get it in this episode, like a recap or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm very excited for where this one's going. I feel like we are going to wrap the mystery up today. I still don't 100% believe Estella is the one behind it. My theory is that maybe that TOAC organization, or TOAC, or however you say their name, I assume they're involved in some way. Like, they are the AI terrorist people, so it makes sense they would orchestrate an event like this to sow that distrust in the AI. But I don't know how they would do it. I really don't know how they would have any influence here. So I still think they've got to be here in some part. Maybe the one kid that we saved is going to be influenced in some part here. It seems like weird to have him be saved and make a deal out of that without having it pay off later. I don't know if they're going to make it pay off this early, but 15 years later, he would probably be a lot higher up in the organization than he was at that point. So I still feel like they're going to have some involvement. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, as per usual, these are time-based format actions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture in picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture in picture actions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as Blog Horizon, Symphogear G, and World Trigger. We also have movie reactions with Weather and Review the movie coming at the end of the month, so stay tuned for that one. But here on YouTube, we do time-based, so bottom left of the screen, you'll see a time for the episode. I count down 3 to 1 play. And I'll play your site episode, I site episode, and we should be in sync. We are watching this one on Funimation as per usual since they licensed it. We have the Amplex logo, then the Funimation logo to start, so about 12 seconds of logos, give or take. I'll call them out as I go past, but you can also use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to help you sync up as well. So, attempt number 2, because goddammit Funimation does not default to 1080p for some weird reason anymore. Let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Amplex. Funimation. Cheers. Here we go. Oh. Huh. Oh, God. Lovely. Oh, boy, yeah. Okay, so OP time. Have we actually had an OP this entire time? I can't remember. I don't recognize this, so I don't think we have. We also got subtitles for the entire thing already. Not the time going past, that's a pretty nice touch. Alright. Very nice. Yes, younger sister. Hmm. 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 Something's changing. No bands. Oh. 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 Jesus. That's the real Estella. So I'm guessing this is Toak's influence, right? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, lovely. Okay, gravity is enabled. She is, but uh, something like. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Replace our broken arm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Anti-personnel program. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh. Holy shit. Oh. Nice. Wow. uh. That's the real one. Mm-hmm. Well, they have a copy of you, essentially. Mm. Also got your band. Beth? Huh? Oh, a twin sister. Interesting. But she was a failure. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I'm guessing that was a failed experiment. Oh. Hmm. That's where that started. Mm-hmm. That's who they're using for this. It's gonna be her. Mm-hmm. Mm. Except it's the humans that are manipulating the AI, so ultimately it's the humans that are causing the problem. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Is it? It was him. Mm-hmm. What? What? Huh? Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Nice. That was all one continuous shot. I love it. Nice. I love the use of this effect. God, the music. Turn you into a calculator. Okay. Oh, that scream. All the bands made her hesitate. Oh. Oh. What a brilliant heavy impact. Hmm. Hmm. Onto a city. Okay. Things have changed. I think I have a theory on why, and I'm divulge it at the end here. Hmm. Something far more grand than this. Hmm. Oh. Oh. This show has such good impact. Mm. Hell's this? Hmm. Yep. It was a reformat. The sunrise. Even in this moment, we give them something to calm them. Hmm. Appropriate name as well. Sunrise. Hmm. Hmm. And he's out. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Still trying to get rid of him. He's just going to come back, so like 10, 15 years' time, he'll just be back, so. Whoa. Interesting. Interesting. So, yeah, saying up next story. The way this series has kind of panned out is quite episodic in a way. Like, it's obviously all going towards a further goal, but I see Violet Evergarden is the number one recommended show for this on AniList, and there's even a topic that's explaining why would that be the case. But I can kind of see why. Because these episodic moments of dealing with other AIs and other people leads to a building up of our main character and her views on things. It's very similar in Violet's terms. Whilst Violet is in pursuit of what does love mean, Vivy is in pursuit of what it means to be almost what it means to be human and what it means to have purpose. There's still a bit more for her to go through, a lot more for her to go through to reach that point, but you can kind of see where the similarities are being drawn, and I'll give them that. It's also another beautiful piece in its own way, so I kind of understand why that's the case. But yeah, to be able to make that hotel, to stop that hotel from crashing, that's quite something, honestly. I'm surprised they actually managed to pull that off. Next title was Sing My Pleasure to Make You Smile Again, so I'm not quite sure where we're going with that one. Looks like Matsumoto might be transcending to a different form now as well, since we just kind of gave the bear away. Yeah, so it looks like Matsumoto will be upgraded to a cube, essentially. It's kind of interesting. I don't know how far ahead we are now going, but it looks like we might have something to do with autonomous vehicles as well, which is an interesting concept of the autonomous vehicle. Like, I guess that is an AI, so what happens if you kept pushing that further and further to the point where cars are almost conscious? It's a good point. So I wonder if that's going to be where our main problem is going to start unfolding. Kind of curious, but there were some really good fight scenes in that episode as well. Like, it's always awkward to have a 3D developed space and then have 2D characters fighting in it. And you can tell, like, to be super nitpicky, but this isn't really a nitpicky aspect. It's more of just an unavoidable form of the medium. Unless you were to redraw the background every single frame of the fighting animation, you're always going to have this effect. So unless you have 3D characters in a 3D space, that's the only other way you can get around this. But when you have that fight scene, you can tell that the background was moving slightly differently to what the animation was, and you can tell that, yes, there was a disparity there. But even so, it was so fluid, and I commend the show on sound effects, because as you guys know, I'm very much a fan of sound design. Like, I have no actual training or no knowledge of the subject, I just appreciate it when I hear it, more than anything. But when each impacts, like, the thuds, like, just on the door scene alone, when we were running from who was then proven to be Beth, as the door comes down, you saw the rapid kicks in quick succession, like, that felt so meaty that it's like, yes, this is an AI android with metallic body smashing into a super reinforced steel or some other metal door. And then the fights as well, the cracking of the heads together, like, it all felt so brutal. The explosion out of nowhere to push Estella away when she was out of the controls, like, every single moment had real impact to it, and that's something that a lot of shows can suffer with. And I will go specifically to So I'm a Spider, So What from recent memory, episode 14, and certain other episodes as well, where the fighting just lacks impact. It doesn't feel like anything's happening. It just feels like you're watching something happen. It's like, oh yeah, that's going to happen. It doesn't feel like it's happening. Like, if you see two bits of metal violently smash into each other, you want to hear that sound. You want to feel that sound reverberate through you. And this show pulls it off magnificently, unlike Spider, in its very limited opportunities to do so. But yeah, I'm loving this show. I'm really, really loving this show. I'm so glad we got that double episode to begin with to help us introduce it. And yeah, Torak being involved makes way too much sense. They're alive as well, which means they're going to be a potential problem in the future. So yeah, this is going to be very, very interesting as we approach our next problem, essentially. Whether it's going to be another 2-episoder, I don't know. But I guess we'll see which direction it ends up going. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments for you for the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 lineup you can find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time. See you guys later.